what can we do for hair loss? How can we grow new hair? Well, first of all, we have to put the detective hat on and find out why there is hair loss.
Millions of people deal with hair loss. But what if the true causes and solutions have been hidden from you? Here are alarming hair loss discoveries, as well as natural therapies that can help restore the health and vibrancy of your hair.
So what would be some of the most common causes of hair loss? Well, one friend of mine, she always dyed her hair. Her hair, she was showing grey hair from a very early age, and so from about the age of 30, she began to dye her hair. Now you can get a hair dye made of henna, and henna is a plant that can dye your hair, and that is not toxic. But my friend did not use that one. She used a chemical hair dye.
You won't believe what the beauty industry is keeping hidden from you. I have realized that hair loss happens to be a huge problem everybody is facing nowadays. The very first step in treating hair loss is to investigate and determine why it is occurring. The usage of chemical hair coloring and continuous application of aggressive straightening treatments both result in significant hair loss, since the chemicals harm the hair follicles and structure over time.
And little by little, it was killing off her follicles where the hair grows. So it can be chemicals on the hair. Another friend of mine did not like her very curly hair, and so all her life, from probably about her late teens right up until her 50s, she straightened her hair. Now the solutions that they use to straighten the hair, or for people with straight hair that want curly hair, it is a very toxic chemical. So what happens is, if a person wants to straighten their hair, what the hairdresser does is pull the hair over great big rods like that. And so the curly hair that's this curly, of course, gets pulled over them, and that straightens it. But if a person's got straight hair and they want curly hair, well, the rods are that big and they stretch the hair around and around and around. So whether it's to straighten the hair or whether it's to curl the hair, they put this toxic solution on. It's a strong chemical, and what it does is it breaks all the little joints in the hair, because hair has all these little joints like this. So what it does is it breaks the joints, and then it's molded, of course, around either there for the curl or there for the straight. And then when all of those little bonds are broken and it's been stretched into a certain shape, they rinse off that chemical, and then they put another chemical on to set it. So to set the bonds together, and then that sets the hair structure as straight or as curly.
Nutritional defects are another important consideration in hair health. A diet deficient in vital minerals such as iron, zinc, biotin, and protein can weaken the hair, making it more likely to fall out. To promote healthy hair growth, it is essential to eat a well-balanced diet rich in vitamins and minerals. Next thing that I'd consider as the cause of hair loss is medications. Hair loss is a side effect of several medications, notably those used to treat high blood pressure, cancer, or depression.
When I first left school at the age of 16, I was a hairdresser for about 4 years, and we used to do a lot of perms. And that's how they perm hair, whether it be straight or whether it be curly. But when those chemicals are constantly going on the hair, little by little, they kill the hair follicles. I have also seen in some areas where people braid their hair really, really tightly. You'll often see that they've got hair loss around here where you've got that weight. You've got that constant weight on the hair, which can really just keep pulling the hair out, and then the follicles are damaged. So no matter how it happens, we must stop what is causing the damage. That's the first one. If you don't turn the tap off, you're still mopping up in the other corner.
But in some circumstances, cultural behaviors such as tightly braiding the hair can cause hair loss, especially around the scalp's margins, where the hair is always under tension. This stress can harm the follicles over time, resulting in irreversible hair loss if not treated. Hormonal imbalances are another leading cause of hair loss. If this is the case, it is critical to regain hormonal equilibrium. Hormones such as testosterone can affect hair follicles, especially in diseases like androgenetic alopecia, also known as male pattern baldness in men and female pattern hair loss in women. The hair follicle's vulnerability to these hormones can cause shrinkage and, eventually, hair loss. Hormonal changes during pregnancy, menopause, or thyroid issues can all interrupt hair development cycles, resulting in increased shedding or thinning.
Sometimes I see hair loss in a hormonal imbalance. So if it's a hormonal imbalance, then the hormones must be balanced back again. And that's where the Anna's Wild Yam Cream. I have a presentation on balancing the hormones, and you can Google my name and watch that, and it will show you that the Anna's Wild Yam Cream is a cream that when it's regularly applied twice a day, it balances those hormones back and can cause that hair to grow back again.
Additionally, stress hormones such as cortisol can harm hair health. Disruptions in the regular growth cycle of hair can cause temporary hair loss known as telogen effluvium. This condition frequently occurs during times of intense stress, and the body's response might involve substantial hair shedding. Stress is not the sole contributor, however.
Sometimes high stress, if someone goes through a very stressful situation, one of the reactions can be hair loss. So what can you do to bring it back again? There's one more that I didn't mention, and that's anemia. If a person is anemic, it can cause hair loss.
Anemia occurs when the blood has very little iron, and it can be caused by excessive blood loss during menstruation, which is a typical problem for many women. A shortage of iron can cause hair loss because iron is required for the production of hemoglobin, which transports oxygen to the body's cells, including hair follicles. Without enough oxygen, the hair follicles cannot function correctly, resulting in weaker, thinner hair that is more prone to breaking and shedding. To deal with anemia-induced hair loss, it is necessary for you to treat the underlying cause. Heavy menstrual bleeding, which can cause anemia, may be eased by regulating hormones specifically, increasing progesterone, and decreasing estrogen levels.
So to resolve that, again, watch my lecture on hormones, boost the progesterone, get the estrogen down, then there won't be the heavy blood loss every month, and the person won't be anemic anymore, and so again, the hair can grow.
Anemia can also result from low stomach hydrochloric acid. Acid is needed to release and absorb iron from meals. Thus, high hydrochloric acid levels are essential. Boosting hydrochloric acid with a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper in a little water before each meal is simple. If that's too powerful, try lemon juice. Water dilutes gastric acid, so avoid drinking it with meals. Maintaining a tranquil mealtime environment helps improve digestion and iron absorption.
Another cause of anemia can be low hydrochloric acid, because iron is bound up in food and it needs acid to liberate it from food. So it's very important that the person ensure they have nice strong hydrochloric acid.
After investigating the issues, how can we encourage hair growth? Directly feeding the scalp is one option. Combining 1/2 cup coconut and castor oils can be useful. Castor oil penetrates the scalp better than most oils, while coconut oil's antifungal and antibacterial properties nourish it. This mixture helps restore and develop hair on the scalp.
Let's make up the mix. So 1/2 cup of coconut oil and 1/2 cup of castor oil. Castor oil is a very thick oil, but castor oil penetrates deeper than any other oil. So when that is put onto the scalp, it penetrates even deeper. Coconut oil is a very nourishing oil. It's an antifungal oil, antibacterial oil. But what you also can put with that, so now you've got a cup of oil there. To that cup of oil, you can add 10 drops of rosemary essential oil. Rosemary is a herb that's specific for the scalp. Rosemary essential oil. So you could make up this mix in a jar and mix it very, very well, and maybe once a week you massage it into the scalp. Your hair will be very oily, of course, but you massage it into the scalp. Just even the massaging into the scalp stimulates blood supply to the hair follicles. That castor oil penetrates very deep, and wherever it penetrates, it can revive life into that area. And the coconut also is a very nourishing oil, and the rosemary essential oil stimulates. Every herb stimulates different parts of the body, and this rosemary herb is specific for the scalp.
In addition to oil therapy, hibiscus strengthens hair. Vitamins, minerals, and amino acids in these gorgeous red blossoms feed the scalp and hair follicles, preventing thinning and promoting growth. Apply a nourishing paste of 3 to 4 hibiscus blossoms crushed with coconut oil to your scalp and hair. Wait around 30 minutes before washing the paste. When choosing shampoo, avoid sodium lauryl sulfate. Many shampoos foam with this chemical, which has been related to hair follicle destruction.
Just use a little bit of hot water and then a nice amount of shampoo. And if it's still a little bit greasy, maybe shampoo it again. Now that brings us to the shampoo. There's something that you must keep right away from, and it's called sodium lauryl sulfate. Sodium lauryl sulfate is what's in many shampoos, and sodium lauryl sulfate kills the hair follicles. So it's important to take a magnifying glass into the shop and read the labels. In places like Whole Foods, Sprouts, Trader Joe's, where they have a lot of health foods, so they have a lot of supplements, and they have a more healthier brand of products. So have a look for a shampoo that has no, so we've got to make sure you realise no sodium lauryl sulfate, because the sodium lauryl sulfate is a chemical that causes the foaming of the shampoo, and that sodium lauryl sulfate has the ability to kill the hair follicles in the scalp. So please keep away from that. You can get some very nice coconut-based shampoos. Coconut is very nourishing to the scalp.
Sulfate-free shampoos are gentler on the scalp and hair. Organic shampoos help reduce hair loss. Choose hair products with biotin, keratin, vitamins, and essential oils to strengthen and grow. Aloe vera, rosemary, and tea tree also promote scalp and hair health. Exercise is also beneficial for hair. Regular exercise enhances scalp and extremity blood circulation. HIIT works well because intensive exercise increases blood flow to areas that need it most. This should be your daily habit. Hydration matters too. Hydrating your blood ensures your scalp receives enough nutrients for hair health. When you exercise, your blood oxygen levels rise, promoting hair growth.
So exercise daily, especially the high-intensity interval training. The high-intensity interval training, because of the periods of very high intensity, that really gets the blood moving out to the extremities.
The key is to nurture your scalp internally. A diet high in fiber and protein is vital. Beans, nuts, seeds, and healthy fats like avocados, coconut oil, and olive oil should dominate your diet. These foods provide the nutrients your body needs to build healthy hair. Eating a variety of fruits and vegetables is crucial because they include vitamins and minerals that improve overall health, including scalp health. Healthy hair need biotin and other B vitamins. Eggs, leafy greens, and whole grains are good sources. Flax seeds, walnuts, salmon, and other seafood include omega-3 fatty acids that enhance scalp health.
Because your scalp is fed by your blood. That's why when you exercise, you get more blood to the area. But when you get the blood to the area, you want it to be well watered. Exercise will automatically put the oxygen in there, and nourishment. We need to be having a high fiber diet, high fiber. We also need to be having generous amounts of protein. Here's your legumes, your nuts, your seeds. So generous proteins. Proteins are the building blocks of the body. And healthy fats.
You can't negotiate sleep. 8 hours of sleep per night is necessary for overall health, including hair growth. You sleep to repair and rejuvenate your body, including your hair follicles. Restful sleep reduces stress and balances hormones, which are essential for hair growth. If you don't sleep much, you can gradually train your body to sleep longer. Proper sleep hygiene is crucial. This means eating breakfast like a king, lunch like a queen, and dinner light or skipping it. Fresh air, natural fiber bedding, early bedtime, gentle lighting, and calming music can help you sleep. Agricultural techniques greatly affect food nutrition. Continuous planting without compost depletes nutrients. Sustainable agricultural methods like crop rotation and organic farming preserve soil fertility and maximize food nutrition. Customers can support these programs by buying local produce and supporting ethical farming. Green drinks, including chlorophyll, green barley, and wheatgrass powders, include antioxidant-rich chlorophyll, which detoxifies the body. These drinks contain vitamins and minerals that improve overall health, including skin and hair. Even while genetics largely control hair graying, a nutrient-rich diet can help preserve hair health. Not all hair loss is permanent. Understanding hidden reasons and using natural remedies can boost hair health and growth. Don't let beauty industry secrets keep you from having colorful, lovely hair. This movie gives you the tools to control your hair's future. Remember, natural solutions are available. Regain your confidence. Subscribe and follow us for more tips and information.